What's up, LNC fam? Welcome back to another video. Rebuilding 2012 Mercedes S550. We bought this car from auto insurance auction with the storm damage. If you guys haven't seen part 1, I'll put a link in description so you guys can check it out and be up to date. I was buying the car live auction all the way to this point. So in this video, part 2, we're gonna start working on the roof. I gotta repair the roof, pretty much get this car ready for paint and primer. And also, if you're new to this channel and you enjoy this kind of content, go ahead and subscribe and turn on your bell notification because we post new videos every week, new videos. So go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to like this video. Enough for this talk and let's get to work. Got the Mercedes in the shop so we could start working on it, and in part 1 I took the interior completely apart, so we're ready to start working. Inside I stripped the headliner, removed the sunroof, so now we got all the room in the world to get to the roof, so we could start repairing that. So yeah, I gotta repair all this, roof, pillar, so a bunch of fun stuff coming up, and this. Pretty much we're gonna do a complete paint job on this thing because every panel got a little damage, so it's gonna look like brand new, like nothing ever happened. So let's jump in and start repairing the roof and we'll go from there. Right now what I did, I sand everything down to the bare metal so I could start popping all those things out. I'll be using a Pro Spot welding machine just to get all those things out, and we'll go from there, but slowly coming together. So yeah, just like that, I keep moving this hook and they're slowly popping out, so almost like nothing ever happened. Let's continue. And then I also have this slash hammer. You could hook an individual nail and pull it out. Like this one didn't pull out all the way, so I'll just use this guy. Bada bing, bada boom. Boom. And we got it. And we got it, my friends. Looking good. Let's do this last one. Boom, and we got it. So yeah, just bang the whole roll, and we're looking good. We could continue working on the pillar now. I got a little progress report, so I finally straightened the roof, so everything is good. We could start applying our first layer of body filler. Let's check it out. And everything's straight up here, the roof. So yeah, everything coming out nicely. So yeah, we're ready for our first layer of body filler, and let the fun begin. And same on this side, everything is straight. I already applied my first base, so I'll just continue working on this side, and then I'll jump on the other pillar, and then once we do both of the pillars, we'll jump on the roof and finish the roof off. Got a little bit of progress. I just finished with my first layer. That was my base, so everything looking pretty good for the most part. so far I'm pretty happy with the repairs. Let me show you what's going on. So yeah, up here everything looking good, pretty straight. Couple of high spots, so we'll put them down right now, like right here, little high spot, and right here, little high spot right here, little high spot right here, right here, right here, and right here. Pretty much anywhere you see metal sticking out, that means it's a high spot, and you gotta slightly tap it in. And I'll be using something like this and just gently with the hammer tap it in so nothing sticks out. And we're gonna apply one more layer of a body filler, and we'll go from there. We'll see how straight everything is, and maybe we'll be ready for a glaze. So let's give it a shot and we'll see how it goes. High spot right here, so what you want to do, lightly tap that in. Now we don't feel it. And you want to do that everywhere where you see metal sticking out, like I said. Very, very lightly. You don't want to hit it too hard because you gotta make a ding. So barely, barely. Kind of just let the hammer bounce from this plastic. Now it's looking good, so we could apply our second layer of body filler. Let's go. Little progress report. We're all done with the sides. I put body filler, so we're all done on both sides. So now we're gonna jump on the main thing on the roof. and do the same thing. Apply some body filler, make this roof straight, and we're ready for primer. Kind of very slow process, you know, but let me show you so far what I got. Both sides, the sides are completely done, everything is straight, feels really smooth, and same with the other side. Boom, same with the other side. So next, here comes the fun part. I already cleaned it up, so it's already prepped and ready to go. So we're gonna mix our body filler up right now and apply our first layer. Got a little progress. I'm not recording too much because this is a very boring process. So right now what I did, I straightened it as much as I can. I did 40 block and 80 block. Right now I put chalk, block chalk everywhere. I want to see if I have any low or high spots. So right now I'll get a block and I'll sand it down as much as I can, and we'll see if we have any low spots. Something like this, slowly coming together. Very, how can I say this, needy job. Like, you can't really go fast or rush. It's just a very long and annoying process. And lots of dust, so not the cleanest job. So it is what it is. Let's continue working on it and making this roof look 100% perfect, you know, like nothing ever happened. Let's go. We got ourselves a little progress. So I'm finished with the roof. Everything came out good, straight. So we're done with body fillers. So next what we're gonna do, we're gonna apply the glaze for the final, and we're ready for our primer pretty much. And I'm gonna do the glaze outside because doing the body filler bundle in the shop, man, it was really dusty. So I'm gonna finish the rest of the car outside while it's still bright outside, and then if it gets darker, then I'll pull the car in. But yeah, I want to knock this out, wrap this thing up, get it over with. It was quite a bit of work, let me put it that way. I thought it's gonna be less, so not fun working with Bondo. Super dusty and can be too healthy for you, you know. So I think this is gonna be my last project like this with roof damage. So I'm gonna try to avoid or replace next time. Yeah, too much, you know. And then we end up securing the roof as well inside. Let me show you what we did. We straightened everything up pretty much, and then we put couple steel plates, and I used a spot welder to weld them together. So this way the roof is bulletproof. You could stand on it and jump and nothing's gonna happen. So something like this, slowly getting somewhere. So let's apply the glaze and we'll go from there. Almost done with body work. I'm finished with the roof completely, so that's all done. So next, what I gotta do, I gotta repair this. Just finish this one up, and right now I'm gonna remove the fender so I could get in there. And I also got a new fender, replaced the fender, and I believe I also got a couple of things on the hood. Yeah, I could feel something. So I'll install the fender and see how everything lines up, and we'll go from there. And here's my used fender. I found one, perfect condition, no Bondo, no nothing, just clean fender, original paint and silver color, so I don't have to paint the fender inside or do any of that stuff. That's the plan for now, so let's go, let's get to work. I'm all done with the body work, so now I could start installing the fender and pretty much getting this car ready for a primer. Let's take a look what I did. I finished this corner up with final the glaze, so everything looking good. So now I could install the fender. Pretty much done. And like I said, I got a brand new clean fender, same color, so I don't have to paint the fender inside, just exterior. Looks like we're gonna have to do a complete paint job on this car. Well, it's gonna look like brand new once I'm done with it. There's a couple of things right here. I don't know if I should use a PDR guy or I should just put a little bit of Bondo right here on the trunk. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do body filler and a couple of things right here. So anyways, we're gonna have to paint the whole car. Why waste money for a PDR guy? Because he's still gonna charge me to fix all those things, probably like $200. So money in my pocket, a little bit of body filler, and we're good to go. So let's install the fender and we'll go from there. Just installed the new fender and hood is pretty damaged, I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty shocked when I saw this. Let me show you what I'm talking about. The hood got pushed in quite a bit. Doesn't feel like it, but it got pushed in like crazy. So I'm gonna have to pop all that out. Yeah, but at the end of the day, everything is fixable, so. Okay, good to know. So we'll start repairing the hood and we'll go from there. Much better. I banged it out, so we got a perfect gap now, everything looking good. So we'll apply a little bit of body filler on the edge and we're done with the hood. Let's check it out. It's boom, what happened? Nothing happened, but I was pushed in quite a bit, I'm not gonna lie. So that's all fixed. We'll apply a little bit of body filler right here on this edge and that's it. So we're all finished with the body filler. Everything is done, everything repaired. We applied primer, so we're all done with that. So next we'll start the painting process, and I gotta strip the whole car so we could paint everything. So we'll start with the front end and work our way to the back, and let me show you exactly what I gotta do. We'll start with the front end. I gotta remove the headlights, the grills. I already removed the emblem, some of the hood grill. I gotta remove all the chrome pieces, mirror, molding, door handles. Same in the back. Back end, I gotta remove the rear bumper, tail lights, the emblem, the chrome piece. Same on this side. Let's start the painting process, and I'll show you guys how to make this paint job 100% perfect. So for now, we'll end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to this channel and you enjoyed this kind of content, you know what to do. Subscribe, don't forget to like this video, and I'll catch you guys in part 3. До свидания!